on the southwestern, I mean, rather the northwestern part where El Pozo, La Cabrera, Crater Fields are gonna be, and I guess Hacienda del Patron is something that we'll be watching out for because it was a hotspot for early game engagements yesterday, the 2 days ago. But right now we're seeing a little bit of a skirmish between Team Secret and also Thunder Talk, but also the Xavier with Weibo Gaming. There's a lot of things happening right now. Moment, and I don't know where the rest of the Xavier is. I don't know why they're all alone, but it looks like Weibo Gaming will be losing their one player. There's another, I think, nearby as well. Oh, that's a shut down. It looks like Weibo Gaming will be saying goodbye, but still not out of the woods just yet. Right now we're watching Horror Esports. They're kind of just chilling out in Hacienda del Patron. It looks like it won't be a hotspot for this particular map, for this particular game, but otherwise everywhere else,
everybody is trying to take that engagement, that fight against each other, and there we go, Paragen! First of all, it is Lamborghini that's knocked down from the D Xaviers, and now Levizo, Paragen, together they will be going forward. We do have to see if they're going to be able to take down the players on the first floor, but ASI, they're not going to let this opportunity go by as a one player gets eliminated. Crypto comes around and eliminates out Levizo as well out of the equation. It's all over for the player. Within 4 minutes, we have 4 teams eliminated out of the game. 52 players remaining.
Some other team. I think I remember seeing that, but I have short-term memory loss, so that's pretty much what happened. I mean, Team Flash in the last one elimination doing really well. Crypto finally losing their lives to time. Alter Ego's Alva finds Tianbo once again. QZZ gets a finished off, and that's a 1 down. It's actually just half the team of Tianbo that's left. There's one more knockdown. I think Tianba's just said goodbye. Alter Egos is goodbye. Husaifa's getting hunted down. Team Flash running around looking for the last player. They definitely do not want to split up a little too much, and they might get picked off. Win is gonna be catching this. Look! Oh my gosh, why they got it off? No! Okay, Huzaifa's fine. Huzaifa got taken down. I don't know what Team Flash.
In fact, in total, but Krypton finally receiving that damage. The blue zone is also going to do the damage. Noibu is going to be taking him out. Snape on the other side in a long distance will try to give out the cover, but inevitably failed, leaves this premises, leaves this position, gets into the safe side, and the next thing that you should be doing, Alter Egos, is the fact that you should be getting into the safe zone area, not this 1500 meters outside of the blue zone, taking a lot of damage. No, you need to first of all take that cover into the safe zone, then initiate the fight from the next phase.
Absolutely, but they're gonna be taking risks right now. Speaking of risks, we're looking at Horror Esports on the edge of this cliff. Dude, Sleepy Horror, what is this guy doing? That looked kind of funny. But then, yeah, they're being mounted with actually quite surrounded by the players of Horror. Oh, there we have it. Haaland gets immediately picked off by Demi Horror, but Ichigo Horror gets traded off as well. That height Demi Horror could potentially finish off this last player from Alliance. Ooh, my Bikini gets a Jiggle Horror. Haaland still needs a revive. Alliance down to 2 players. Horror still has 3. Hike Dummy Horror is cooking up that grenade, throwing it in, but it's not going to be getting that player. Ooh, nice shots. Nice. Have reset and have a better chance of surviving this. But all the while, looks like 4-1. 4-1. Rather, it's actually going to be Haaland. It's going to be falling. Nagini is going to be joining in. Sleepy Horror gets a little bit of damage in. Might be inside of this building. There might be a 1 versus 1. Hi, Dummy Horror. Just sidestepping, and it's going to be Dummy from Horror Esports that will be wiping out Alliance. And that's one more team saying goodbye.
Now, Alter Ego, are you going to be able to secure those eliminations away from the side of EA, or EA is going to have those eliminations? This is the big question. At the same time, there's also the Burmese Golds versus the Team GG taking that fight. Oh no, GG, you are not supposed to lose this fight. You are not supposed to lose this early into the game. If you do, your position is at stake. Your placement is at stake of the hash number 1. Alter Ego is going to take down one player of the DK once again. That's a knockdown, not a confirmation yet. The sprays are going. He is trying to blow up the car to initiate that knockdown maybe once again, but it's all in vain. It's all in vain. The player survived. They went back. They're going to get into the car, maybe leave the premises. I do believe so. You still need to get in the circle first and then move to the different locations. But what is going on with the GG? I think they're taking this lobby a little bit too lightly. Now 132 points. Yes, you are on the very top, but you're down to the very last guy. Support. You have to do something, man.
Yeah, I mean, GG right now, they're banking on the fact that they still have a 21 gap between them and Team Flash, but still they cannot be complacent, and it's a good thing. Support is making good on that, but unfortunately, GG left the match with just 1 point, one alone point. Now they have to worry about hoping Team Flash, Arena, Alpha Gaming, or DRX, none of these teams will overtake them by the next map. And the next map, they have to work extra hard to hold on to their number one spot. But right now, Alpha Gaming might be getting pulled down just a little bit. Arena just managed to overtake Team Flash just now. Alpha Gaming drops down 1. DRX will be moving forward. They're kind of tied up with Alpha Gaming right now, but right now it's BG Master Chi is going to be falling by the hands of Hora, and Hora is doing really well in this map, but I think it's just a little too late for this because they're very much sitting at number 16. It's just a little bit too far off. Mindedly like trying to scout but didn't quite catch Alpha Gaming. But over there, CP Hora with Alter Ego as well, so it looks like we might be seeing an absolute domination by Horror, Sleepy Horror in fact. So right now we're just going to be watching out for Alpha Gaming and Team Flash. There's also another team nearby. I'm not sure which one it is. It is the green team, but we'll be watching after that. Udi Pasquilla coming in, and that is a Snape going down. Alva's there, but Alva will be winning that 1v1. Just managing to get the revenge kill for Snape, but now Alter Ego's down to one last player. Guys, this is their second to the last chance. After this, it's just one more Miramar map. Any sort of mistake you're making here will be so hard to correct in the next map.
I mean, it's not necessarily that GG is kind of in a safe side. Just imagine Arena, FL, DRX, or APG. They take the winner chicken dinner with at least 10 elimination numbers. That's going to round up for DRX to 128, Alpha Gaming to 127. And if, and only if, Arena and FL starts getting 10 more eliminations out of this lobby, they will be sitting on that amazing number of 131. I am telling you, Hora is not here to play. Hora is here to deplete all the other resources of the other team members. But Alter Ego, there we go. Team, but Hora Esports versus Burmese Gold. It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. Look at that. Hyunbin is going to get Godspeed instantly. Sleepy Hora
is about to close it in a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah, that circle is definitely going to turn into a bloodbath any second now from this point. Be very careful and precise on what you're going to do, what your next move is going to be from this point onward, because a slight mistake in your calculations can lead up to your whole demise. And Team Secret, they're trying their level best to secure more eliminations, and you can see how they are fighting against the Hora Esports. G2K Ajaya from the Hora Esports just got eliminated by the hand of DRX. DRX staying on the top of the mountains, mountain ranges, beautiful angle against all of these teams. Secret is there. Doc with the grenade. He is gonna throw it up onto the team IC, but IC will be moving out of that equation. But Alpha Gaming, oh my god, from the back lines, they're getting some shots. The grenades are also coming. Alpha Gaming securing some decent number of eliminations. 107 for them right now. Zeol, Doc, the two players alive, are the one that are responsible to secure even more eliminations. Team Flash down to the very last guy, and the player is closing in. The peak 5 from the UMP45 is definitely going to take out the player's bows too, and it's all over. Flash is out of the game, ladies and gentlemen. They're out of the equation. Hashtag number 2 is where they're going to spot, where they will have 7-8 points of a difference against the number 3 for themselves. But DRX, they're facing some casualties as Team Burmese Goals comes in around the area, takes down 1, but instantly has been taken down 2. But DRX, that casualty that they faced, that casualty that they just witnessed for themselves, Oh,
but they still definitely have a chance to turn this around, especially if they can manage to get those elimination points and deny those elimination points, in fact, from DRX. But here, DRX, Hyunbin definitely will not let that happen. They managed to get a knockdown from IC. And Israel right now is just trying to scout out the area with their scopes, but they're not going to be finding any knockdowns just yet. That's okay. It looks like he can still get that revive that they
oh
need.
no.
Rocky's going way straight into the fire and taking a little bit of damage. It's a good thing this guy is still alive after all that. But resource-wise, they still have a couple of grenades to go off of gaming.
Oh my god!
Can't say the same. Ooh, that's a nice shot from Team Secret's Jackie. And Jukai managed to finish them off as well. Jackie gets traded off as well, but IC will be saying goodbye. Jackie is very, very low on health. Those are shots. Think of ammo, man. This guy was like rat-a-tat all the way, but it's gonna be the car that's gonna be shot at by now because just a little bit of the time constraint that happened over there for Alpha Gaming. But right now, Jukai is just kind of healing themselves up later on. DRX definitely has them on their sites, and there's Alpha Gaming towards your eastern side as well. So there's pretty much a DRX just watching their side, their forward positions. But Team Secret down to 2 players, APG down to 2 players, the RX still with the numbers advantage with 3 players. But in terms of advantage in terms of circle, we're gonna be finding out in a couple of seconds which teams will be at a disadvantage, and it's actually gonna be Alpha Gaming that has to make a move on DRX. However,
They are.
QZZZ will be falling, and that's a finished off as well. And now they're down to 2 players. It's gonna be Hyunbin and Cyxae, and Alpha Gaming. They're down to 2 players still, so pretty much the field has been leveled in. It's just Alpha Gaming that has a slight pressure of trying to move into the area. DRX, Team Secret, Alpha Gaming, they all have a chance to get that chicken dinner.
Oh, it's a 2-2-1 scenario. Team Secret is the one that is right now down to the very last guy, and the player is spotted. The player is located. The sprays will definitely approach him, but it's not hitting him for some reason. Maybe he's on the other side of that, I think, situation of that ridge. But nope. Finally, the sprays comes around, and it's none other than the Alpha Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, Alpha Gaming is looking really promising with that win over a chicken dinner this time around. It's an equilibrium 2 versus 2 scenario. Now, whosoever is going to have that first elimination is going to win this match. But the positioning-wise, Alpha Gaming has a very big disadvantage for themselves as they are at the bottom side of this mountain, whereas the Team DRX, they're at the very top. Doc going completely into the open area may work out for him, may not work out for him, but 20 seconds more and this stage is going to close down. Remember this, Hyunbin has got that level 3 arsenal, level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, level 3 backpack. This guy is ready to rock and roll against all of the other players. Hyunbin's location is also revealed. The sprays are definitely coming around, but the main question is Cyxae, what is Cyxae going to do from this point, this position onward? Because Cyxae's position is going to actually reveal the fact that, okay, this team is trying to look down at the same player, or they're trying to find out different players at the same time. The last 2 players that are remaining in Cyxae is actually finding out the other guy. He's throwing those grenades close by to his vicinity at the very bottom of this crater, very bottom of this mountain. He spots down the player. He throws that grenade. It did not affect the player, but finally Zeol is going to have that grenade from the Hyunbin, and sprays comes around. DRX is going to secure that win over the chicken dinner, ladies and gentlemen, and we have our contenders of the match number 4 taking